Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to our Saturday yoga. I'm at my parents' house again. We're getting very into the holiday spirit. Happy holidays to all of you, no matter what you celebrate. It's a lovely time of year, even if you're just, with your immediate household, just decorating the crap out of your house to artificially infuse a sense of community and happiness in this difficult holiday season. However, the sentiment is genuine, and I'm glad you're joining. Today we have, I think, a nice, fun flow. The emphasis today, I called it like finding twists or something. I had some sort of not that creative name, essentially just saying we're going to be doing a lot of twisting, but also twisting in ways that maybe doesn't automatically feel like a twist, or maybe we're just twisting our arms or our head, just to kind of get into all of the range of motion that we can in our twisting parts. So if you'd like, we can put on some music on your end. I'm going to come back to my mat a little bit closer to my mat. I just realized I might throw in like a secret twist that I didn't actually build into the plan. The cat might make an appearance. He loves to just stare at me through the glass door. He's also like knocking to get in, but I'm not letting him in. He can come in around the laptop. Okay, anyway, so welcome. If you would like to just drop right in, come to a comfortable seated position. We start as we often do, sitting comfortably. You can have your legs crossed. You can have your knees tucked underneath. Sit on a pillow, get a little height. That can be really nice as well. And just find a spot that feels good. Begin to roll your shoulders back nice and slowly. I got a massage and I think that like my shoulders like have dropped like 2 inches. The poor like massage therapist was like, what happened to you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't do anything. I don't know. So we're going to emphasize a nice intentional rolling down of our shoulders in honor of my massage therapist who worked so hard on them. Excellent. And just take a deep breath in, come to stillness. And on the exhale, just gently let the right ear drop to the right shoulder, feeling the length down the left side of your body. Inhale to come back up, length upward, and then exhale to let your left ear drop to left shoulder. And you can kind of counter that with pressing the right fingertips towards the ground, or you can just let them rest. Let's try that one more time. Inhale to get tall. Exhale, hail, right ear to right shoulder. Option to press left fingertips into the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Nice, good stretch. Wonderful job. And then let's just bring our hands to our heart, a little prayer. Let the elbows rise so they're in line with the wrists, and gently press your palms into each other, feeling that resistance from either palm. And then relax your hands, let your elbows fall where they like, and gently lower your gaze or close your eyes and begin to turn towards your breath. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's take that again. Deep inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now let's take 2 inhales and exhales just through our nose, assuming we're not stuffy. Otherwise, make any adjustments you need. Inhale through your nose. Feel the air drop deep into your belly, out through your nose. One more time, just like that. Maybe get a little deeper with your breath, a little more expansive. Excellent. Now we're going to flicker open our eyes and we're going to yawn. So we're going to open our face really wide, really get the back of your mouth nice and open. Take a deep breath in, big yawn, and just let it out. It's kind of hard to simulate a yawn because either it triggers like a real yawn or you're just like, what's going on? But we just want to get that big breath in. Now you can place your hands wherever they're comfortable. We're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to come a little closer because it requires small parts of our body, small parts of our face. So find your alignment. Maybe you want to send your chin back a little bit so it's in line with your spine, or your neck is in line with your spine. And now what we're going to do is just take a breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to just move our eyes to the right. Inhale, let your eyes move past center, and eyes go to the left. On the exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. And just find your own rhythm. I know it's kind of odd. Try not to let your chin go. I can see my chin is moving. And now bring your eyes on an inhale to the top, to the ceiling, and eyes on an exhale to the floor. Inhale, looking up just with the eyes. And exhale, look to the floor. Wonderful. Now we're going to take our hands, wiggle your fingers a little bit, bring your palms together, and just warm them up. Generate a little heat. You can almost like simulate washing your hands, get the backs of your hands warm, get your fingers warm. And then what you're going to do, once you feel a little warmth, you're going to bring your hands to your cheeks, wherever's comfortable. And you're going to gently massage the skin. So let your jaw completely go slack. And just make your face squishy and soft. You can walk your fingers down to your chin, up kind of in the sinuses under your eyes. I'm just now riding my fingers up past my temples and slowly walking them over my eyebrows, where I'm gently pulling the skin back. You can do whatever it takes, just sending a little bit of pressure to your face, a little bit of a massage, and your skin might get a little flushed, a little bit warm, and that's good. The blood is going there. The blood is circulating, kind of waking everything up. And then you can take those warm fingers and ride them down the sides of your neck, gently pressing in, and then crossing your arms over and just giving the sides of your neck a little squeeze, maybe your shoulders a little. Excellent job. And when you're ready, shake it all out. I'm going to take off my socks. I saw in one of my videos the other day, I did like a really fancy sock removal. I did like a, and the socks like went flying. It's like, wow, Catherine, the skills you develop. So we're going to come onto the mat now. And we're going to come onto our hands and knees, a tabletop position, palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, everything squared to the front of your mat. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, gaze lifts. Exhale, rounding the spine, gaze between your elbows or your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, move through your cat. And then take whatever you need here. If you want to take little circles with your hips and, kind of move through the cat and cow with little gentle circles. If you want to tuck the toes, send the hips back. This is your warm-up. We really want to make sure that we continue to move through our spines, through our core, through this stabilizing structure of the trunk of our bodies. If you want to take a little side to side gaze over the shoulders, whatever you need. Excellent. Then we're going to come back to our neutral tabletop position. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Exhale to send that right arm underneath the left, resting the right side of your head on the mat, threading the needle. An option to walk the left fingertips forward to really feel into the line. You're really creating a line from your tailbone down through the left fingertips here. Tops of the feet pressing into the floor. We haven't forgotten about our feet. Completely stable. On a deep inhale, we're going to walk the fingers back and begin to lift the right arm back up. And let the exhale bring that right arm down. Take one breath here. In and out. Left side. Next inhale. Inhale that left arm up to the sky, really opening up. Exhale to bring that left hand underneath the right, resting the left side of your body on the mat. Left side of your head on the mat. Option to walk your fingertips forward and stretch. On your next inhale, we're going to take 2 moves. So inhale to walk back those fingers and continue that inhale by lifting the left arm back up. Exhale, place it back down onto the mat. We're going to open the knees as wide as is comfortable and just send the hips back, child's pose. Here, I invite you to set that intention similar to Thursday. If you have an intention that you like to take to class, it's a ritual you have, by all means use this time now. If you'd like to begin setting an intention today, it can be something that's just maybe a memory you'd like to recall throughout your practice. Maybe it's a reminder or a mantra or something that you'd like to, something that you'd like yourself to know during challenging moments. It could be a picture, or it could be a motivating story. It can really be anything. Intention is just a very broad umbrella for something that either inspires you, moves you, or keeps you on track. We're gonna inhale, lifting from that belly button as we move through our tabletop. Wow, I am toasty. I had a fake fire on like the TV, but I feel like it was like real, like warm. Is that me? Also, the whole family's home, so you might be hearing lots of conversations. I apologize for that. We're gonna walk our palms forward, tuck the toes, and begin to lift those hips backwards and then upwards. Downward facing dog. When you get here, take a nice walk out of the feet, pressing one heel towards the ground, and then the other. And make sure you match your breath with it. Perhaps you want to even bring your breath a little louder so you can really hear how it flows. You can hear the rhythm. And then letting both heels come to the same level. You're going to walk your hands toward your feet and just hang. Give yourself a nice bend in the knees. Reach opposite arms to opposite elbows and gently rock. Here we're going to keep the left knee bent. Begin to straighten the right knee as you place your left hand on the floor, a block, or your leg. Open up to the right side. Exhale, come back to center. Head is heavy, knees are both the same level of bent or straight. Now we're going to straighten the left leg, keep the right leg bent, place the right hand on a supportive point, open the left hand towards the sky. And come back. Bend your knees deeply, letting your head really be heavy, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, starting with your tailbone, and letting that energy end at the top, expanding out. Standing strong in your Tadasana. All right, hopefully you can see the top of my gorgeous head, almost. You can almost see the top of it. And we're gonna bend our knees, reach our arms out and up, palms come together, exhale, leading with the heart, forward fold. Bend your knees deeply like you're sitting on a chair, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending the left leg, planting left hand on the floor, opening to the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the right leg, open the left arm. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna bend our knees and walk our hands on back into a high plank or a low plank. Take whatever you need here, a moment in our plank. Inhale to shift forward, elbows bend as we lower to the ground, chaturanga. You can move through cobra or upward facing dog here. Take your time. This is our first chaturanga. So feel into your back, feel into your legs. Hello, kitty. And then exhale, tuck those toes, either move through tabletop or send those hips back and up, downward facing dog. Kitty. Inhale to lift the right heels toward the sky. Exhale to shift forward, so shoulders are over wrists, pulling that belly button towards the spine as you bring your right knee towards your nose, and then step that right knee, that right foot forward in between your hands. Excellent. We're going to lower the back knee. You can tuck or untuck the toes, and then lift our torso off our thigh. Take a moment to align your hips square to the front. So that might mean pulling back the hip, the right hip a little more, and pushing the left hip forward a little more. We're going to lift our arms high in the sky. Take a deep breath in. Engage that core a little bit as we gently tip forward. All right, the cat is going crazy. Then we're going to bend the elbows, almost like cactus arms on either side, make a fist. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, push those arms forward, expand out through the fingertips. Inhale, pulling back. Exhale, push. Inhale, back. Exhale, push. Final one. Inhale. Exhale, push. Come on up. Inhale, breathe deeply. Exhale, send those arms down to either side of your legs. Inhale to lift the back leg, back knee off the ground. Exhale, step the front leg back to meet the left. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Chaturanga, move through the flow. And exhale, whenever you're ready, meet back in our downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here and let's just slow him down. Kitty, you're so athletic right now. This cat does not do much and he's like leaping around. He loves yoga. One more deep breath in your downward dog. Let it out. Inhale, left heel into the sky. Doesn't have to be like the highest you could ever do. Ow, actually, I need to stretch it out. But just keep those hips square. Then exhale to shift forward so your shoulders are over wrists. Pull up on that belly button like you're making a cat pose. Send that knee towards your nose. And then step it through one or several steps. Whew. And then gently lower the back leg. You can untuck or keep the back toes tucked. Walk yourself up so your torso is high in the sky. Hands to your hips. Maybe pull the left hip back, right hip forward to really square to the front. Still feeling that belly button engaged. And by that I mean kind of pulling the belly button a little closer to the spine. So you're kind of like compressing that area of your body a little bit just for some stability, for some strength, and for some heat. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, gentle shift forward on like a little 45-degree angle. Inhale, pull in those muscles. Exhale, push them away. Inhale, fist pull in, elbows in, shoulder blades close to each other. Exhale, push it away. Final round. Inhale. Press, exhale. Inhale, long spine up to the sky. And exhale, plant those hands on either side of your feet. Inhale to lift the back knee up. Exhale, step the front leg back to meet the back leg. And then flow through your chaturanga. Knees can be on the ground. Elbows bend. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. We're going to move through our wild thing. So just so you know where we're heading. We're going to ground through the through the left foot. So really plant that left foot right in the middle of your mat. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, we're going to send the right knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. And here, inhale to plant that foot down. You're just going to stretch it out like you crossed right over that left leg. Good. You can hang out here if this feels good. Or you can begin to rotate on that back foot. Actually, and we're going to lift up our left arm. We're not going into wild thing. I'm sorry. The name of this pose is escaping me as I'm in it. Not Wild Thing. Wild Thing is the one where you go all the way back. We're lifting our hips high, and then exhale, plant the left hand down on the ground. My mom is imitating me poorly, I might add. Thanks, Mom. Rotate the back foot so it's square with the front. And then send that right leg back up into the sky. And then final one, shifting forward, knee to nose, shoulders over, elbows over wrist. Step it down. If you want to take a little breather, you can lower the back leg. Just take a moment. When you're ready, you can always have the back knee dropped at this point. Otherwise, you can lift the back knee if you want a little more heat. Then we're going to inhale those arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to prayer, and we're going to rotate to the right, twist, connecting the outside of your elbow to the outside of the right knee. Option to open the arms here a little bit. And then come on back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shift 45 degrees. Inhale, arms in. Exhale, push. 2. Last one. Inhale, up. And then exhale, plant those hands on either side of the leg. You're going to take your right arm on the inside of the right leg and just walk the right toes out to the right side a little bit. Let those toes bump a little to the right and find yourself into your lizard. You can drop your back knee, of course. Just letting your leg be nice and open. You're going to press back up on those palms. Lift up your right knee. Lift up your left knee. Send the right leg back to meet the left. Chaturanga. And we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. Take a couple of restorative breaths here. If you need to come to your knees for a breath, a sip of water, take what you need. If you're in downward facing dog, just make sure that all 10 knuckles are planted on the ground. Index fingers are pointing straight ahead, not towards each other. And as you're ready, you're going to plant the right foot down in the middle of the mat. Inhale, left leg in, up to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. And then you're going to straighten out that left leg as we rotate the back foot, lift up the right arm, expand with those hips high, arm up. And then exhale, rotate the hips, plant both hands, send that left leg back into the sky. Last one, send the knee towards the nose as we step it through. Take a breath, maybe drop your knee, take a deep breath in, and settle here. And inhale, lifting the back knee if you'd like. Send those arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to prayer as we twist from the lower belly to the left side, connecting that right elbow to the outside edge of left knee. You can open an arm or two if you'd like. You can kind of play with the arms. And then on your next inhale, come on back to a nice lunge. Exhale, lift those arms up and shift forward. Next, inhale, pull the arms back. Exhale, out. Inhale, 2. Last one. Inhale, 3. Inhale, up. And then exhale, lower those arms as gracefully as we can manage. Back to frame the foot. You're gonna lift up the left hand and place it on the inside of the left foot. Walk the left toes out. Turn the left toes a little bit out to the side. And find this deep stretch. Ugh. man, when I was like younger, stretching was always like, it was always a nightmare. My family is not the most naturally flexible bunch, and being involved in a lot of dancing, it was sort of like expected that I really would embrace stretching and like do it a lot. And I basically avoided it as much as possible and like cheated, did lots of things that would like only stretch like the one thing I was good at. I would do that stretch, like the butterfly, like a lot, but I wouldn't do like any of my splits or like any of that stuff. And then like yoga came along, which has been along. Basically, I came along to yoga. And the idea of like stretching not having to be painful, with it being like matched to how your body is in any one moment, to really using your breath to facilitate a stretch and a release. It's a game changer. So if you're not already watching me, you can plant your hands on the mat, lift up your back leg, send your front to meet the back. Inhale. We're gonna chaturanga all the way down to the floor. You can take an upward dog or a little cobra. And then we're just gonna send it back into a child's pose. Hey, can we be a little quieter in the kitchen? Sorry. Yeah. And just collect yourself here. A friendly reminder, if you had that one thing, that reminder that you wanted to send yourself, that little word of gentle peace that you wanted to get in the habit of saying to yourself, an affirmation or something, say it now. Go for it. Sochi. The dog never comes in, but he's always so close. And then slowly move on back to your tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes, walk our hands forward, lift those hips back and up, downward facing dog. We're going to gaze forward, step or walk or jump our feet towards our hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. You're gonna bend your knees, reach your arms out and up. Good morning. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer, down your midline. Take a moment, shoulders back. Stand nice and strong, feet rooted into the earth. Close your eyes and take a breath. Open those eyes, bend your knees, reach your arms out and up, palms come together, and swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. If you option to keep those knees really bent, and kind of send those hips back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to bend the left leg, plant the left fingers on the ground, open to the right. Exhale, come back to a neutral forward fold. Inhale to bend the right leg, lift the left arm. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna bend our knees, plant our hands. Option to try hopping your feet back. You're just gonna get like a good bounce and just send those hips high enough that your feet can actually hop back into a plank. Or you can just step back if you're not feeling it. We can give it a try, a little yoga playtime. Hips up. And try to stick the landing, because we are all Michelle Kwan and we never make mistakes. Find yourself in your high plank or your low plank. Inhale, shift forward, chaturanga. And find your way back into your downward facing dog. Excellent. We're going to inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, step in between. Inhale to plant the left hand down on the floor or a block. Open the right arm to the sky. Really opening from the lower back. Heart shining bright out to the sky. And then exhale, lower down. Now we're going to use the back leg to slightly pivot on a 45-degree angle, comfortably enough so that your heel can plant on the ground. From here, we're going to rise into our warrior one. So just take a second. You can bring your hands to your hips. Check your alignment. Are your heels in the same line or have they kind of gone a little zigzag? Mine have gone a little zigzag. Right toes pointing straight ahead. Back toes are pointing to the front, but kind of on a diagonal to the left. Nice deep lunge in your front leg. Knee not going over your ankle. Excellent. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Rotating from the lower belly. Again, connecting left hip to the outside edge of the right knee. A nice twist to the right side. And then inhale, untwist. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Exhale, open them like swan wings. You're going to reach behind you. You're going to reach the opposite elbows or as far as you can reach behind you. I'm just pivoting so you can see my grip. Take an inhale to straighten the front leg. Exhale, roll back those shoulders, find length in the spine. Begin to send that heart forward. A little revolved triangle for you all. Take what you need here. Deep breath. And then exhale, gentle bend in the front knee. Come on back up. Good. Inhale, we're going to reach those arms back up. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Exhale. Let's do. Exhale, let's open to the left side of the room. You're going to reach those arms down. Maybe you want to make a little bind. So you can reach your right arm underneath that right leg. Left arm is reaching behind you and maybe the hands touch. The feet have not moved unless you need to make any adjustments. So you're kind of twisting on the other side. If you are not feeling the spine, don't cross your fingers. Don't cross your arms. Just reach an arm down to the floor. Left arm can be at your hip. Wherever you are, feel into what this position asks of you. How you're handling it, how you feel during it. If it's challenging, bring back that little intention, the I can attitude. We're gonna open up. Woo. Come on back to squared hips. Hands to your hips. Take a final moment in this warrior. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant those hands to frame the front foot. Lift the back heel to square the hips. One more time, planting the left hand, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, step the front leg back. And then your next round of breaths, move through your chaturanga. Take whatever you need. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. When you've arrived, you're going to begin to lift the left heel up. Exhale, step that leg in, high lunge. Inhale to plant the right arm, lift the left open wide to the left side. Exhale, plant that hand down. Inhale to gently rotate the back foot so the heel is planted, toes are pointed on a diagonal, upward diagonal to the right. Front toes don't move. And inhale to come to our warrior one. Deep lunge in the front leg. Inhale to reach those arms long. Exhale, hands to prayer. Whew, twisting from the lower belly. I need to make all these adjustments. Connect the right elbow to the outside edge of the left leg. And then inhale, come on back. Exhale, let it settle. Inhale, reach those arms up and around, connecting your arms behind you. Next, inhale, straighten that leg. Get length in the spine. And exhale, send that heart forward. Trying to keep that length in the back, the heart shining out. Little revolved triangle. I am just going to change direction so I'm not speaking to the fireplace for this next part. Inhale to straighten that left, bend that left leg a little bit as you set your body upright. Square those hips again. Inhale, arms come up, lunge in the front leg. And then exhale, we're gonna open a little bit out to the right side and send our torso down to the left. Trying not to collapse, keeping some energy. If you'd like, you can begin to bind. So you're gonna send the left arm underneath that leg, and the right arm maybe drapes behind your back. Maybe you can meet your left hand after some practice. And then inhale to untangle the arms. Send that body upright. Square the hips back to the front of the mat. Hands come to hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the front foot. Rotating the back leg so it's square. Inhale, send the back leg to meet, the front leg to meet the back, my goodness. And move through your chaturanga. But take a moment before our upward dog to send it back into child's pose. Here, I invite you to take a different arm posture than you usually do. You can rest the elbows on the ground to make a little prayer. You can have your arms running alongside your shins or even reaching your heels and pulling them in. You can have your arms in front or the wrists propped up. I'm just going to rotate back to my original direction. Inhale, come on back to our tabletop. You're doing great. This is, I'd say this practice is fairly intense, and it just asks a lot of our big muscle groups. And then to twist on top of that is asking a lot of our coordination, our balance. We're going to tuck our toes. We're almost there. Oh, I forgot to do our final reach. Well, I'll do it on the other side. Walk those palms forward, send those hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left heel high, the right heel high. You do you, I'm lifting the right leg. Step it between. Plant the left hand, reach the right hand, open to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rotate the back leg, lift your torso, warrior one. Exhale, stepping that back leg closer to the front leg as maybe we begin to take off, rooting through the right leg, warrior three. If you'd like, you can begin to tip forward a little. Optional twist here. Using your hands, you can drop down towards the floor, reach your left hand to the right ankle or towards the right edge of your foot, and begin to lift the right arm up into the air. Woo. Oh my goodness, it's hard for me. And then exhale, lower back down. Carefully step that foot back. Lift your arms up, warrior two. And exhale, let it all out. Lower those hands, square the hips, come back into your high lunge. Step the front leg back. Inhale, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, my goodness. Take a breath here. Feel into how this warrior might feel. My goodness. Feel into how this downward dog might feel differently than it did in the beginning. I notice the backs of my legs are a little more loose, so my heels feel a little closer to the ground. I also notice my back feels a little stronger. I'm gonna inhale the left leg up. Exhale to step it through. I'm gonna inhale to plant the right arm, lift the left arm. We're gonna hold this for an extra breath because I forgot it on the other side, and that's driving me nuts. So take 2 rounds of breath here on your own. On an exhale, let that hand lower back down. Inhale to plant the back foot, lift the arms, body rises into the sky, warrior one. Exhale, step the back leg forward a little bit. Maybe we begin to take off, lifting off Supporting ourselves on our front leg, our left leg. Maybe we tilt forward, warrior three. Maybe we lower our hands into our standing split. Bring our right hand towards that left foot. And perhaps we can even open our left hand to get this twisted standing split. Begin to open up to the left side of the room. And then exhale, lower both hands down wherever you are. Carefully step the back leg down. Inhale, lifting the body, warrior one. And then exhale, framing the front foot, rotating the back leg, stepping it back. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower down and just stay there. Untuck the toes. Take a second. Place one ear on the ground. Maybe close your eyes and breathe. And maybe you want to place the other cheek on the ground. Excellent job. Here, you're going to have your nose pointing towards the ground. Just press yourself up into a little baby cobra, shoulder blades pulling towards each other, almost like you're going to launch yourself forward off your mat. I imagine like people when they're in like a tube behind a boat and they just kind of launch forward. You have that same energy in your pull. You're almost pulling your mat behind you. Excellent. And then with all that space you created, just plant your forearms down, elbows underneath your shoulders, hands against the floor, Sphinx pose. Shoulders pressing away from your ears. Deep breath. Excellent. From here, we're going to inhale together, and then exhale to lift the left foot just an inch or two in the air. I think mine's like 3 inches. And then lower down. Inhale to reset. Exhale, lift the right leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, lower. And exhale, right leg. From here, you're going to carefully press yourself into a seated position and just let your hips come to one side as you come into a comfortable seated position. From here, we're going to reach our arms strong to either side like wings. And we're going to do eagle arms. So we're going to cross the right arm underneath the left. Just take a moment here, really feeling into this twist. Inhale, cross them again. Exhale, clap those hands together or wherever they fall. Take a moment to lift those elbows away from your heart. You'll feel your shoulder blades coming up, separating from each other. A nice rounded upper back. Excellent. I'm going to turn to the side. From here, we're going to take a couple circles. Bring the elbows to the left and to the right. Inhale on the top, exhale on the bottom. And reverse the circle. Excellent. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, cross the left hand below, right hand twist them again, and bring your hands together. So we have the opposite configuration. From here, we're going to inhale our elbows up high, and then exhale, send our whole torso to the ground like a little bow. Inhale up. I imagine that like we are like cutting a giant pie. So inhale up, exhale, cut the giant pie for all the people in the village. And then inhale up, get a little flow, exhale down. And then inhale, send those arms out, Exhale, let them let them settle on your legs. Words today, words. Good, take what you need. If you need to do a little shaky bakey, whatever, shake it out. And from here, we're gonna extend one leg. I'm extending my right leg. And I have my left leg pressed into the inner thigh. Using my hands, I'm gonna send my heart up. And then exhale. If you want, you can reach your arms forward, or you can just pivot from here. Send that heart forward. You're gonna inhale to bring both arms on the left side. Crawl to the left. Exhale, lower. If you have your hands behind you, just do that with your torso. Inhale to crawl back to center. And exhale, lower. And then very carefully, next inhale, you're gonna bring your left hand to the left side of your body. And then exhale, settle. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, roll on up. Let's extend both feet. We're gonna inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And then roll on back up, taking that right leg with you, pressing it into the left side. Inhale if you want to bring the arms, otherwise you can just keep them behind you. Exhale, forward. Inhale to the right side. Exhale, settle. Inhale back to center. Exhale, settle. And inhale to the left side. Exhale, settle. Flexing through that left foot, actually flexing through both. Then inhale, come back to center. Exhale to roll on up. Extending both legs, inhale up. Exhale, fold. And inhale, roll on back up. Taking that right leg with you. This time you're gonna cross the right leg over the left. Reach your arms around. Inhale to hug that leg in. It's okay if your foot leaves the ground a little bit. Here, gently bring your chin to the right. And then inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center as we lower down that leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Roll on up, taking that left leg with you. Plant it on the right side of your right leg. Hugging in those legs, that left leg. Inhale. And exhale. You're gonna inhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Exhale, bring that gaze to the right, lowering those shoulders. Inhale, gaze over left. Exhale, gaze over right. Sorry, that's what happens when I use my laptop. There's always these weird little updates. There we go. And then inhale, come on back to neutral. Release that leg. Next, inhale, come on up. Exhale to forward fold. And roll yourself on the back. And we're gonna rotate onto our back, the long side of our mat. And then exhale, lower down to the floor. You can have your arms out like cactuses, wherever feels comfortable. Just feel your back pressing in, the shoulder blades really opening up flat against the floor. We're gonna hug in the knees. Let's gently rock side to side in a gesture of settling, in a gesture of grounding. And from here, you're gonna let your right arm gently guide your legs to the right side, and your left arm is gonna open up to the left. Your gaze can be over your left shoulder, and your eyes can be closed. Take a couple breaths like this. Letting your breaths be slow, letting them really facilitate not only a slowing down, but just a calmer rhythm of your whole body, of your heartbeat, of your thoughts. Everything is just a little more patient, a little more calm. And then inhale to bring those knees back up through center. Exhale, you can let your left hand gently guide them to the left side as you open that right arm, chin over the right shoulder, gaze over the right shoulder. An option to close those eyes. And again, allow yourself to soothe and to slow down, to relax the shoulders into the floor. Let the legs be heavy. And let the twist really push out things that in this moment aren't serving your practice and aren't serving your goals. And then inhale, tucking those knees in, give yourself a hug. We're gonna lift our chin off the floor and hug ourselves in as compact as we can. Really pressing those legs into your body, body into legs, chin tucked in. And then on an exhale, relax the neck, head to the floor. Let those legs slowly release, stretching long down the mat. Let those arms fall open, palms up or palms down. Take a deep breath in. Allow yourself a slow and deep exhale. Just allow yourself this stillness. As always, you are invited to stay in this repose for as long as time permits. If you'd like to be guided to a more active, wakeful state, you can begin to deepen your breath again. And bring soft and small movements back into your body. Maybe reach those arms overhead, feeling into your length. And then on an exhale, rolling over to your favorite side, tucking in those knees, using your bottom arm as a pillow. Take a moment here. Let there be a sort of circular energy around your heart that you're protecting with your whole posture, your whole being. Carefully using those arms to press your body upright, coming into a comfortable seat. Eyes can still be closed. Hands come to prayer in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale, bring that head back up. Exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, small bow forward. Eyes can begin to flicker open in a gesture of gratitude. I offer you my sincerest thanks as always. This is always a nice moment where I can actually thank you for creating this community with me. And I hope we can do so much more of it. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Starting next week, hopefully I will have passwords set up for all the Zoom meetings. So that will be sent in the newsletter that we get every week. And yeah, invite your friends, watch the things on the YouTube, and I hope that you feel nice and twisty and good. So take care, and we will see you soon.